Hey, what's going on guys? Dustin here and welcome back to another Destiny video. So after 9 grueling hours, me and my raid team finally beat the colossal slimy bastard we have come to know as Oryx. This raid is challenging in every aspect you could ever imagine. The absolute key to beating this raid is teamwork. In this video, I'm going to give you a detailed guide on how to beat Oryx. If you want a written guide on how to do it, all of this will be in the description box below, but I highly recommend watching the video to see how we execute this strategy. Alright, so let's start off with the main team setup. You will need 4 platform players. These 4 players will be responsible for jumping onto the 4 platforms, making sure they don't land on their platform until the person ahead of them has landed. It's exactly the same as the Daughters of Oryx platform strategy, moving counterclockwise. Make sure to assign these platforms to players with strong weapons, preferably with strong range and impact. Next you will need to find the runner, which is only 1 player. This player will start at the platform in front of Oryx and then move counterclockwise to grab the relic. They will then need to take the relic and pull a special Aura of Immortality shield from a knight that protects them from all damage. Kill the knight and make sure the shield is protecting the entire team. Since this team member is doing a lot of jumping, it's important that you find someone confident in their skills to fill the role. We had a hunter fulfill this role. Next up, you will have the floater. This is one single player that will hover around the middle during part 1 and assist with killing the Light Eater ogres. They don't need to kill the ogre, but they do need to make sure every ogre dies as close to where the spawn as possible. Warlocks with Nova Bombs or Sunbreaker Titans can be a big help here because they have strong supers. Okay, now you should be set on your team. Let's move to the important areas of the fight. First up, we have the Light Eater ogres. During part 1 of the fight, 4 Light Eater ogres will spawn on the outside corners in the order of the platforms that are activated. They will need to be killed quickly because they will run when left unchecked. After death, each ogre will leave behind a corrupted light bomb. Once all the ogres are down, you will have the corrupted light bomb. 1 player stands next to each of these to detonate it. Wait until the kill feed says your name and then head back to the protection aura. Next up, we have the Vessel. The Vessel is a heavily armored knight that spawns off of a tomb ship towards the end of the runner's platforming. He has the protection aura around him, which the runner will steal using the relic. Be careful though, because the Vessel will try to absorb the corrupted light bombs, which is why you want to kill the ogres as quickly as possible. Okay, so now that you know all of the important aspects of the Oryx fight, let's move on to the mechanics of part 1, which is grabbing the relic and killing the ogres. After starting the fight, a few taken thralls will spawn in the top left and the top right corner of the rooms when you're facing Oryx. Clear these quickly and then make sure to kill all the taken knights that spawn on top of the 2 front platforms. Then get in position and wait for Oryx to pick a front platform. Whichever platform Oryx selects is the start of the runner's path. They'll move in a counterclockwise motion across the invisible platforms, collecting the wisps that are necessary to get the relic. As the runner is doing this, the platform team below needs to jump on the platforms in a counterclockwise order, making sure they don't activate their platform until the person before them has done so. If done correctly, the runner should have a full path of wisps, but if a platform disappears or the wisps aren't present, then someone hit their platform out of order. Although the platform team cannot leave their respective platforms until a runner is done, they can assist with ogre kills. Using a sniper or any other weapon with good range and impact, 1 platform team member can help down the ogre of the person across from them. Even if the ogres are not all dead, once the runner grabs the relic, they should give a call out so some of the team can clear the platforms and assist with the ogre or move on to help with the Vessel. After the ogres are down, every team member should move to the runner and help with killing the Vessel. Once the Vessel is down, it's time to focus on Oryx. Now that you've done all of this, you'll need to pull some damage on Oryx. After everything you've just done, Oryx should slam his fist onto the platform closest to him. After that, he will then lean back and his chest will open with a bright light. Once that happens, the entire team must do maximum damage to the small black circle in the light in order to stagger Oryx. If he's not staggered, Oryx will then clap and wipe the entire team. My team had 3 Year 2 Celestial Nighthawks, which is pretty much a guaranteed stagger. At least one of them had their super for every single down. If you don't have any Celestial Nighthawks, your best bet is to get out a high impact sniper and deal as much DPS as possible. After Oryx is staggered, all of the platform team members will run back to their corrupted light bomb and trigger detonation. After doing so, they will need to run back to their protection aura for safety. If they don't, the bomb will kill them. While the 4 platform team members are activating their bombs, the runner and the floater should continue to shoot Oryx for damage and to keep his weak point open. If they don't, the bombs won't hit the weak point and that's what does the most damage. After the bombs detonate, keep shooting Oryx's weak point until he crawls underneath the platform. At this point, Oryx should have 25% of health gone. After Oryx has crawled underneath, he will reappear at the front of the room. Now the entire fire team needs to find a spot on the map and prepare to run in a circle. The 4 platform team members should run around their own platforms, and the floater and runner should pick a spot, one in the front and one in the back. As the team is running, Oryx will hover and call forth a light bomb that will surround the player and try to detonate on them. A player will know when the light bomb is about to detonate on them because a green light will flash and fill the screen. You'll know when it's done once Oryx has returned to the front of the map. He will rotate one of the 2 back platforms, and the team repeats all of the steps from parts 1 and parts 2. The only difference will be the order the runner jumps to the platforms. So now Oryx should be under 50% health. He will now stay at the front of the map instead of shooting the light bombs. When this happens, Oryx will summon a dome at the front of the room and begin to teleport players into it one by one. Inside the dome is a shade of Oryx, which will move around the mist surrounding the edges of the dome, so make sure to keep an eye on it while doing damage. Occasionally, the shade will also charge in for a sword slam, so be prepared to jump out of the way when he does that. It's also very important to note that health does not recover while in the dome. So once the final player is teleported into the dome, there's only a short amount of time left to kill the shade, or else he will wipe the entire team. Once you have killed the shade of Oryx, you will have to repeat the same exact platform steps and shade fighting step. If you do this perfectly, Oryx should have little to no health, but that is not it. He will slide off of the map and reappear in the front. Make sure to be prepared for this. Me and my team were not, and we actually wiped right here. So he will open up his stomach again, and you will need to use every bit of heavy ammo and sniper ammo you have. If you staggered him, congratulations, you've beat King's Fall. Just beating the raid is a reward in itself. So like I said at the beginning, the most important part of this raid is teamwork. Alright guys, so that is my full guide on how to beat Oryx. Sorry if any of this was confusing, I did the best I could. If this helps you out, make sure to share this and give it a like. Also, what did you guys end up getting? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more daily Destiny content. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Just slow it down. You raise your thoughts.